Aquarius inspired mid-June reading. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just saying in the beginning of the reading that I work with the symbolism of Western astrology. I do work with the symbolism of the tarot. I am not a fortune teller. I am not a card reader in the usual sense. I am merely looking at a situation in a creative way with the help of the symbolism of the tarot and the symbolism of astrology as a creative tool to maybe help us get more understanding about ourselves, to get deeper into our layers of consciousness and to self-reflect and to maybe make some progress within ourselves. So yeah, that's what I do. Also, for the ones who are coming into the live chat, I'm not taking questions. I am not doing any free readings or questions here. I'm not telling you if he's coming back or not. That's not the type of stuff I do. And I am, what else? I am also having all the information that you need to know in the description box. So check that out. And we're going to start with the Aquarius energy for mid-June. It's Aquarius inspired, so whoever finds this can maybe have something from this reading. All right, we do have two cards that want to come out. That's really nice. The Universe card and the Princess of Wands. And those two cards are really a nice combination because we're stepping with the Universe card really into a new version of ourselves. And it seems like it's a very new, fiery, open-minded and adventurous version here with the Princess of Wands. Princess of Wands is a very open, young, fresh, free energy. She is really very explosive and impulsive when it comes to living her life, and she really is outgoing and very adventurous and a little bit of a risk taker, and she's very free, as you can see. She has this tiger here, the tail of the tiger wrapped around her neck, which is trying to symbolize her fear that she is overcoming. And she has this wand in her hand. And when we look at this hat that she's wearing, it looks also, she's very sexually free as well. So this, when you look at this hat and the form of the head that is coming out of her head, can't find a better word to describe it. It looks actually like a, you know, I don't know if I can say this here on YouTube, but a clitoris. That's actually the full form of, you know, female genitalia. So inside. So yeah, this is a really, really interesting card for freeing ourselves. It could be somewhat of a sexual revolution. Also, we have the Universe card here as well, where this woman, this naked lady, is also dancing. So maybe we're really dancing into a new sense of young, fresh self that wants to free herself, that wants to be adventurous, that wants to be more outgoing, that wants to be more open, and that wants to be more of a risk taker and to be a little more alive. This is really, really beautiful. We just had the Sagittarius full moon, so this makes a lot of sense. And seems like those two ladies are dancing into this new era or into summer. It doesn't have to be that big, you know. I'm not answering questions. Oh, so annoying with the chat. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I can do the chat in the future. This is just, yeah. On one hand, I want to do the chat because I want to see who is here and I want to interact with the people, but I just, yeah, it's difficult. And also, everybody who is talking shit is blocked, by the way. So, and I don't want to do this all 5 seconds, and I don't want to have my assistant do this all 5 seconds. So next time I'm just gonna probably hide the chat. I'm sorry, you guys. I know this is none of your concern, but just that you see what's going on here on YouTube, you know, it's very annoying with the lives. All right, so maybe you are also annoyed, Aquarius, by something, and you just kind of want to be, I mean, you obviously want to free yourself from something here with this energy. So let's see where we're coming out of. Ooh, wowie. We have the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is really, really nice because it is a card of expansion and growth and of really the universe helping you to work things out and putting the the rails into the right direction. So I like to say with the Wheel of Fortune card that we are kind of letting the universe take the wheel, or Jesus, or whoever you believe in, you know, and we kind of take the hands off the wheel and things happen for us by themselves. So this is a really, really nice card, and it's really there for our highest growth. It's also kind of karma upgrade, so we kind of can burn off some karma, or we can, what does that mean? We can break through some cycles, through some old patterns that have been restricting us, and we are finally able to really break through, especially with the universe card, because this is the kind of the second stage of the Wheel of Fortune. So this is these cards are very connected. So this is the final karmic stage that we're breaking through, and this is the first one in this whole journey of the major arcana. So this is very powerful, and it seems like you're in high speed upgrade mode. This looks like high speed upgrade mode. I like it. Of course, the symbolism of the cards is much deeper than that, but because we're only doing a little mid-month reading, we're not gonna, you know, be able to go deeper into the symbolism. So what we are moving into, oh wow, this is very, very powerful reading, Aquarius, because we do have 3 major arcana, this huge shift in fire energy, and we do have the art card or the temperance card. So it seems like you're really stepping into a more well-defined version of yourself. The art card is really, really a well-integrated self, or representing a well-integrated self. It is representing 2 sides within us that are hard to compromise. It's the fire and the water energy, the archetypal male, the archetypal female energy. And here it becomes a union. It's actually the union of the Lovers card, where we really can integrate both of these parts within ourselves, the male and the female, or the masculine and the feminine. And this means that our more receptive, our water side, our emotional side is balanced out with our fiery forward side, which is also would kind of be the princess as well, because she is earth and fire, but she is at the same time female and masculine energy, because earth is also feminine energy. So yeah, this is a really, really a beautiful combination of cards, and you're mastering something. With the art card, we are in a very masterful type of energy where we really find the right combination within us, the right solution, and the right integration for a problem, the right way to move forward. So yeah, that's beautiful. Oh wow, and another balance card with the adjustment card. So not only within our lower energies, which is the lower directions, or the lower elements are the fire and the water elements. It's more the primal, more instinctive elements, and the air element is a little bit of a more established higher element, which is here represented also by the balance card or the justice card. And it's actually called adjustment in the Crowley deck, but from the other decks you know it as the justice card. And this can be also a balancing out of ideas, or of maybe conflicts within ourselves, or finding more of a middle ground also when it comes to our strategies, doing the right thing, also thinking things through, also staying in the intellect and making the right decisions, as well as really trying to have good relationships and keep our relationships also in balance. This is a card of relationships, this is a card of diplomacy, this is a card of compromise, this is a card of harmony and of beauty as well, because it's also representing Libra, the zodiac sign. So yeah, wow, okay. Let's see how this is relevant for our relationships. This can be another person, doesn't have to be romantic, can be romantic. And it can also be, you know, any friend, colleague, family member. And we are just looking at some dynamics that we want to understand maybe a little better. So this other person, Five of Cups, somebody, okay, it doesn't have to be specific, but how are we reacting to people's disappointment, how we are reacting to people's pain? Five of Cups around us. How do we react to heavy energy? Maybe we think it is too much. Maybe we don't know how to react to it. Maybe we want to not be the reason for somebody's disappointment. Maybe we want to distance ourselves from the pain or the grief. Maybe we want to help too much. Let's see. But we want to talk about difficult emotions within our environment of people that are close to us that don't necessarily have to do with us, but we kind of have to deal with it in a sense. Oh, okay. Well, Aquarius. We want to be careful that we are not leading people on, first of all, to something more than we can give. Because that's kind of, I feel like, interconnected here. We do have the Magician and the Knight of Wands here on your side. And that very much seems like that we might be very attracted to a person, or we might want to play around with a person. It doesn't have to be romantic, as I said. It can also just be a friend, you know. But at the same time, we don't really want too much of a long-term idea. We don't want to make anything too serious happen, which would be the Magician, but he's in the reverse. So this could, of course, disappoint people. And we want to make sure that we are clear also, I think, and open and transparent to let them know, and also somehow be fair. I mean, I never know, you know, what's going on with a person from the past or whatever, or how long you've been dealing with a certain person. But in general, it's just an energy that we just want to make sure that we are not disappointing somebody by leading them on, or not being transparent, or not being open. Also, if we are very attracted to somebody in pain, we might also want to think like, what is that, and why am I attracted to a person that is, you know, sometimes we need to feel strong by surrounding ourselves with people that we can help, or weaker people. So we want to make sure that this is not more about us, but about the other person, because it seems like we are around a person here, but we're not really doing anything for the person or with the person. It's just kind of being around, maybe being playful, maybe being attracted at the same time. But then with the Magician in the reverse, it brings a little bit of a manipulative energy, and we want to make sure that we are not manipulating somebody just for our own fun, because that might hurt somebody, you know. How does this mirror the situation? It could also be that you're moving away from a person because, or from people because you know what you want and you don't want to deal with their pain anymore because it's just not your thing. Yeah, and that seems like probably it. Nine of Pentacles says, okay, there's two very independent people and independent energies, and everybody needs to stay in their own lane, in a sense. So we want to make sure that we don't take on the pain of people, because in this case we don't need to, because this person, if you're dealing with a certain person, they're very, very stable and very, very confident themselves, as are you. So this is what's mirroring you. Everybody knows their worth, everybody knows their skills, everybody knows their abundance, everybody knows how they're disciplined and how to live life. So that's the Nine of Pentacles, and that's a very independent single energy where you're like, okay, I'm good with myself. I don't need anybody to take care of my pain. I don't need anybody to also pull me down. You know, I'm good at where I'm at, and it seems like both of these parties are good at where they're at. But maybe that's the disappointment also for this other person, because you know, it's not a 10 of Pentacles. It's like, it's maybe not enough to build something together in the long term. But yeah, that could be a disappointment to another person, of course. Seven of Pentacles, yeah. Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I feel like there's just not enough feelings involved, or not enough depth of feeling that this is worth really putting more work in. So this is kind of a waiting and seeing situation that we have here with the Seven of Pentacles. As I said, doesn't have to be romantic. I'm not only talking romantic relationships. Sometimes we work with people and we're like, yeah, I see you, I see what you do, I see your worth, but we're just not on the same, we're not vibing on an emotional level. And that's what I see here, because it's not about the worth of a person or the value of a person. It's more about the vibe, because there is not a lot of cups, and the cups that we have here is just the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is kind of sorry, just hiding some people again. I cannot do this. I'm very sorry, you guys. I hope you still hang out on my channel, but next time this will not be live. I will do this rest of the mid-months live, because that's just how I was planning to do it. But I think the next ones for July will be pre-recorded again, because this is a mess. Maybe I'm gonna do lives for full moon or for Sunday or something, but not the signs, because this is just absolutely messy. All right, one more oracle card. But thanks for the people who are here. Thank you so much for all the likes. Awesome. And of course, check out the description box, my TikTok, my Instagram, all the good stuff. And if you're interested in a private reading, then you can check out my website and see the way I'm working. Oh, hello and goodbye. Yeah, it seems like we're saying definitely goodbye of a version of ourselves with the universe card here. And we are saying maybe goodbye even to a person or to people that don't vibe with us. The card is saying hello and goodbye. You will see very soon that the change is positive. I really like these cards. They're so cute. All right. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, Aquarius, and thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and I'll talk to you next time.